Welcome back, everybody, and happy Monday, everyone. Hopefully, everybody joined their beautiful weekend. Good to see you, Michael, Lawrence, Lita, Nabel, everyone. Welcome back. Looks like we're having a couple of pretty interesting Mondays. The last Monday was a pretty good one. This Monday looks pretty good. We got this BROXL. What a nice little pop. $3 stock all the way to $8. I mean, that was a pretty good call out early this morning. I know some of you jumped in it and doing phenomenal. But as always, a couple of big things we need to be prepared going into this week. First of all, looks like the TikTok deal is going to go through. They said that, Oracle is going to probably take over most of it, but not really doing too much on the Oracle. I thought it was going to probably do a little better on that news, but we'll find out what the news is going to be on that. That's doing pretty well. Bitcoin's been taking a little bit of a hit this morning. You could see that also. Hasn't really gone anywhere as much as I liked since July. It's pretty funny. I was looking at my my swing trades, and I noticed that from July to August, if I just took off, I would just made just a little bit. Then when September came around, everything made a big pop. So let's talk about those big pops of stocks that we've been trading because they did do pretty well. First of all, I'm going to hop over here on the Tesla trade. So Tesla, this is what I'm basically talking about. July, I basically owned the stock always since July. And all the way to May, you really had seen it hasn't gone anywhere. But finally, once September came around and we broke that 350, look what a beautiful run we're doing right now. So a lot of us are doing very well. I'm probably about 40% of my whole portfolio is in all Tesla stock. And it's the TSLL, it's the TSLY, it's the TSYY. So I'm making money on the high yields and on the Tesla stock. Also, that I think there's going to probably be some big news on the video coming up. Hopefully at the end of this month. I think President Trump's going to work out a deal with China about NVIDIA selling their chips over there. And if that happens, the stock probably is going to go to 200. So probably not going to see anything that's going to happen until probably the end of the next month. I probably will hear, but we'll see with how that meeting works out. So when you see that meeting that you hear that President Trump's going to have with Xi from China, just think of these. These are the big deals that are probably going to happen. So we know what's going to happen with TikTok. That's been going on forever, but I think it's going to be a big deal when it comes to NVIDIA. But the stocks that really did great last week, the ones that were just absolutely phenomenal, was these. Nuclear stocks did really, really well. Now, I'm just going to hop over here really quick. And I made a video on Friday. And let me go to the Cyber Trading University YouTube channel. It's always hold on. There we go. Let me bring up the channel really quick right here. So here's our channel on YouTube. I just want to go to shorts really quick. So right here, I did a video right here on the nuclear stocks right there. So when you guys get a chance, definitely watch it. It's also on TikTok and it's also on Instagram. But on that video, I talked about these stocks. They just had not stopped. And it all started when Trump went to England and they were talking about it because, listen, they're building all these data centers. They need power. President Trump is also forcing all these companies with the tariffs to build their companies here. And the big issue is you need infrastructure. You need power. So if it's mining, crypto mining, if it's, Eli Lilly opened up a $500 billion, factory in Virginia. I don't know how much it is. I don't know if it's 50 billion or 500 billion. I know it's a lot. And they're going to bring everything. They need energy. So these stocks are doing phenomenal. And you could see it. A lot of us had that stock around 80, went to around 130, and they're all doing good. It's this one. SMR is the other one. And what was the other one? And then NNE was another one. You can see they all did really well. So nuclear stocks, they went up a lot. Let's see if they back off a little bit, but I'm still going to be on the watch list when it comes to those. Now, there were other stocks also that did really, really well. The quantum stocks backed off. They backed off today, but the quantum stocks also, they need a lot of power. They need a lot of energy. They did well on Friday. You see QUBT went from 18 up to 23. That was a pretty good one. Rigetti, another big supercomputer company, did phenomenal. 15 to about almost 30. That was good on Friday. Friday was a really, really good day when it came to trading. LAES was another one that did really well. This one I'm going to throw back on the watch list. She's holding it pretty strong. It was at 330, holding at 4. I'll put this on the B list really quick. LAES. I'll put that there. That one looks pretty good. What else that we have? We had a bunch of them. QBTS was one of them. That one did great on Friday. EOSE was another one. That one's still going up a little bit. And we'll put this back on the watch list. EOSE. Now, remember, sometimes these day trades turn to swing trades like we always talk about. We got the Tesla, TSLA, TSLL. Got to put those on there. What else that we had? Shoot, there was so many more. Pony. Oh, my God. Pony was another one. That was, damn. Pony was a really, really nice move. Also, it's finally hitting big resistance levels. Everyone should be able to saw that back in May. You could see how it just basically just skimmed there after around 11 o'clock and just held pretty strong. It did a little bit of move in the after hours, nothing crazy, but Pony just been some of you remember this back in April. The stock was 5, went all the way up to about 20. So Pony did really well. What else? Just a few more. That one was a pretty decent one. CDE. Another one that's going up pretty much. This is going to go back on the list. CDE. That thing was 18 up to 10 to 18. And Jobby. So Jobby finally made a little bit of move. Jobby's a really interesting one. So we did really well in July. Then we made a nice little move right here back in August, whatever, from 17 to about 20. She backed off. Great stories about Jobby. This stock is more of a, if you can get a good deal on it, it'd be nice if it could back off and get back down to the 13 price range, but it's got big resistance levels. But Jobby with the, taxi drones and everything else and the deals that they signed, they're doing they're doing really, really well. So we're going to keep that also. I'm not going to put that on the watch list, but it's on the main watch list. All right. So let's go through the watch list for today, this morning, because there are a lot of stocks that are moving this morning. And we got this one stock right here that's moving up pretty well, is the BOLX. Wasn't too crazy about the iceberg orders here. So it was kind of hard to see. There was this one right around here around 7 o'clock. It got filled. So that one, now she's starting to trend down. So good volatility, 90 million shares, up 280%. But I'm not going to put this on the main list. I'm going to put this on the B list because if you were up about 300% from the night before, what would you be doing right now, right? That's the way I look at it. AGRI, another one that's moving up. 7 o'clock move right there, $3 up to 10. Pretty volatile stock right here. You got a couple of orders that are hovering. There was one right here. You can see it there at $8. It looks like he did get filled. Did he get filled right there? Or he canceled? No, he got filled. So that's a pretty good sign for another stock with a continued push. AGRI, putting that on our watch list right there. We had the MBX. That was a pretty good one this morning. That one moved up really nicely. When I called it out right around 8:30, 8:20, right around here, 1750 up to 25. But once again, it is a category 3. All right, so be very, very careful of it. All right, maybe even a 4 from the looks of it. I didn't get Lynn and Randy. I didn't get there yet. The ARBE. Yeah, that one just basically just made it up to the watch list. I didn't get down. It was number 8 on the list. But yes, that one just out of nowhere just made a huge pop up right now. That one is gorgeous. ARBE. But remember, we never want to buy a stock until we see where the orders are. So let me just bring it up over here on level 4, and let me see what we got. before we jump in. You can see it's starting to back off a little bit just now. It was a really nice push. Big order right around 220, it looks like. I'm just still getting the data here. You can see it. Yeah, you see a big order right there? And there's a little bit of a buyer right here. So great volatility. Nice little stock right there. This guy laddered down. This order right there, that must be the same guy right there. He was at 230, dropped down to 220. So we know we got a big order. Yeah, we got a big order out there waiting. What else we got going on here? This wasn't good. This was no good. This one popped early and came back crashing down. MTSR, that one expensive. So I want to stay away from that. This looks like a buyout. SMLR, this one popped up, ugly spread. There's the AREB that you brought up. LACE is a nice one too. LASE, we trade this stock a few times back in August. Remember, from 2, ran all the way to 7, came crashing down. She's moving again. Good volatility on that one there too. Decent volume. 15. All right, we're done there. What about losers? I don't know what that's all about. That must be a reverse stock split. Nope. And New York Stock Exchange. This one's moving kind of flat. Pro looks like a buyout. BKKT, this one got destroyed from 25, went down to here. It's up a little bit. It's up about 34%, 5 million shares. Spreads a little wide. Put this on the B list. BKKT, we trade this before. Remember that one. BMA, nope. No, these all QUBX. That's the ETFs on the quantum stocks. And that pretty much does it. All right, pretty decent list actually right here. I mean, we got a lot of stocks on this watch list. So like as always, we're going to put this on our Telegram, our X, and also in our alert service. All right, so now listen, this week is a very, very big week before we get ready. The Cyber Expo is this week. It's our biggest event of the year. So it is a 2-day event. If you have not registered yet, we're going to post a link up there. We got some of the best gurus that I feel that I know over the years that the best experience. They're really good at their job. So make sure you're ready. That's going to be Wednesday and Thursday. Okay. So make sure you guys are registered for it. We'll post that link up there. And then just remember, it is Monday. We don't want to get too cocky. Don't want to get too crazy. If you did well in the pre-market, you know, like I said, just you don't want to give away those profits. And if you haven't traded, remember what the tip of the day I always tell you, just buy one share of the stock. All right. All right. So before I go, just one last thing on the stock really quick. The stock right here, the ARBE, is testing that 90,000 share seller right there. See him right there? He's trying to test them. Let's see if he gets executed. So if that stock goes, we could be looking at a really nice push with that ARBE. All right. Lace looks good too, Grant. Yeah, I like that one too. That lace right there. All right. Let's get ready for the market open up. We got 15 minutes. Me, Josh, and Rich will be right back in 15 minutes. If you're watching on social media, if you guys want to join our trading floor, there's that QR code. Just take your phone, scan it. We'll be here all day with you. And I know we have a lot of new members that are joining us. Remember, we always say, don't buy anything. Your job here is to do 3 things. Look, listen, and learn. All right? And see if trading's for you. Good luck, everyone. We'll be right back in 15 minutes. Don't go anywhere.